going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer guys, back into our day one of the Arena Open. If you didn't catch the first one, we showed you the deck and some of our matches leading up into this. But as we sit right now, built this pretty interesting little green-blue frog kind of bounce, enter the battlefield deck. Our pool wasn't fantastic, but the deck has performed actually exceptionally well. So we're going to jump in to the rest of the matches here. We're currently sitting at 4 wins, 1 loss. Trying to make it to day 2 is the ultimate goal here. And let's see if we can pick up these other 3 wins to the matches we go. Okay, Uncharted Haven into Clement and Lily Splash. I don't hate, actually. With the Overprotect backup, we are on the draw here. We can drop this Uncharted Haven in for blue on turn 1, so I'm okay with that. This deck, if you didn't catch the first episodes, essentially was running just a little... We're a little slow. We're trying to get to the mid game. Once we get to the mid game, if we can get a few of our pieces out, we can really start to do some fun things here. So we'll see about doing that. Baker Spain, gonna get a little action from that. Now we can Clement, return Baker Spain, pop it back down, get an additional food. So that's pretty nice. Let's see what they do here. The first black and white deck we have ran into. Oh, blocks, please. Gonna gain some health here, some life. Gonna make some bunnies. Let's just do this. I actually... Do I... I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold this back for blocks. If Baker's Bandua ends up dying, I'm not super upset about that, to be honest with you. I'd like to get a Dire Downdraft or Overprotect. Now here's the question. What combat tricks do they got? I feel like let's just do this. Let's see if they end up popping anything here. Okay. Saver. Makes sense. Limit goes down. Not ideal. It's not an ideal play for us. But I don't think I get in. I think we need to stabilize here. And we're on the path to being able to do that. We could look at a downdraft, Dire Downdraft, Overprotect next turn. There's also a world in which we could just Lily Splash Mentor. And just make Baker's Bane do a bigger and get an additional food. And we could honestly just keep rolling food. Which is probably what we're going to do. Waxwayne Witness. That's pretty good. You just do this, pop it back, make an additional food. No tax, end the turn. Now here's the beautiful part. If they do end up attacking with Waxwayne Witness or do anything else, we can throw an Overprotect their way. I really need a blue mana here. Get Dazzling Denial up and Dire Downdraft. I'm really hoping we can get a combat trick trade in here for the Overprotect. Yeah, we'll force this. This basically keeps us safe for a turn. She's not attacking into this. This should help us to stabilize here pretty nicely. Could Tree Guard Duo and then keep up Dazzling Denial. I don't hate that. And then expend and make Baker's Bane Duo really big. I'm okay with this, actually. Let's just attack. That's a good hit right there. End the turn. Still 3/3, so a good body for us. Have Dazzling Denial up. And we're going to use this absolutely right now. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We just get to keep doing this, basically. Which is pretty insane when you think about it. And I can do this at any time. Yeah. We can look to reset them on turns here. And in response, sure. Yeah, that seems fine. Do I care about them getting a food and then we mill? I don't think I care actually. Because there's really a world in which I just do this. And then I just keep doing this. Like a vigilance 6/6 is gonna just start to get in the way. Yep. This will work out nicely for me. I'm good with this. Sure. Ooh, Longstock Brawl would have been really nice. But Lily Splash Mentor into Treeguard Duo, there's not a lot they can do here. They can power this up. 3 other non-land permanents. I mean, I can run away together the Starseer Mentor and then just play Treeguard Duo. This is just brutal for them. Sure, you get a food token. Seems fine. Yep. Oh my gosh. And then I can do this. And then I can do that. They can't be blocked. Sure. Sure. And then I get a food token? Oh my god. This deck is kind of insane. This is kind of insane, dude. It's actually kind of insane. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. They're not absolutely dead next turn. Sure. Yep. Mill. Yep. Oh, Hunter's Talent would have been really nice. I'll lose 3 life. Boop. Boop. End the turn. This combo is crazy good. This is insane. I didn't honestly, putting this together, even see this line. But this is just gross. That's just gross. How good that was. That's crazy. Lily Splash Mentor with this. Obviously, we have a really good creature to be able to keep doing this with Baker's Bane Duo. Obviously, Long River Lurker isn't great for Tree Guard Duo because we need that to happen, pre-combat. So this effect isn't as impactful. But again, we could have just been, honestly, what I should have been doing, and I'm silly for not thinking to do this. I should have Long River Lurkered the Lily Splash Mentor, then Lily Splash Mentor Trigger Duo out to then have this enter the battlefield trigger come in, and we could have actually probably killed him last turn if I was thinking about that, because that would have given it +4/+4, 8 damage. That would have been insane. I didn't even see that line either. Just getting the additional food was really nice, but that doesn't matter if we just keep punching with this guy. That's pretty crazy, and the fact that I could do this to keep that up is nuts. Okay, we are on the play. Wow, if we can find some mana, this will be very, very good. If we can find some mana, this will be fantastic. Couple land. I need to rip like 2 lands off the top here. This would be so good. That's not it. But we'll get a Baker's Bane down. Get a food token. Life Creed Duo, nice. Okay. There's a land. I think we just do this fight here. And then we can keep up Dazzling Denial for their next play. So that's pretty nice. Or we can rip the food if we want. Both are good options. Oh, did they not find a mana? Oh, that'll be tough. That'll be really tough. We operate perfectly fine on 2 land with this deck. We have so many 2-mana spells. Now, when the deck really kind of kicks into next gear, it's when we can get like 6 mana. 4 mana is okay, but 6 mana is really, really good because then we're double or even triple spelling sometimes. So that is kind of where we want to get to with, call it our mid-range strategy here. But that's nice. Now we can Thunderclap Trainer this next turn, or we just run out Clement. We could attack, run out Clement, attack with Baker's Bane unless they don't do anything. I guess we just be smart here. Let's grab the life. I don't do anything with food that's crazy good. I think we just do this. Do I Lily Splash Mentor? Or do I just Thunderclap Trainer and keep up Dazzling Denial? Maybe we do this. We totally missed, but I don't really need the lands. We're just not pressuring here. I don't know that I care that they get a 1/1. I think this turn we Clement. And I'll bring back the Baker's Bane. It's got prowess. That's the thing, is I don't really care that I feel like keeping up Dazzling Denial here is going to be too good. With them hurting for lands, they play anything of note here. We've just essentially kept them pushed back. I want Dazzling Denial. We kind of have to... I don't want to say force. That's not the right word. But Dazzling Denial has to be queued in a good spot. And this right here is, I'm not going to say backbreaking, but that's tough. They're really looking for Seed Pod Squire there to do some work. Let's get in here. And then I think there's a world in which we just Baker's Bane duo, Pawn Prophet. Ooh, Hunter's Talent is very, very good. Hunter's Talent might be the thing that just pushes this right here across the finish line. Question is, do I Hunter's Talent and take out the Life Creed duo, or do I Lily Splash Mentor to rip Pawn Prophet back? I think we go this line here. Okay, well, that was not the line. I actually think we now do this. Yeah, I'll pop the Pawn Prophet back. Force a double block on Baker's Bane duo. I'm actually okay to not do that. Because here's what's going to happen. Lily Splash is just going to get a little bit out of control here. That was a good Dazzling Denial from them. That might help them to stabilize a little bit depending on what their play here is. You could take out Clement. Okay, Life Creed Duo. Makes sense. That's nice. So we have 6 mana here. I think we just do this. Pawn Prophet. And then Offspring, Tender Wild Gad. This is actually a free attack. We'll keep the pressure on. This is a pretty free attack here. Because they would have had to triple block. With an indestructible counter on it. All right. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm in trouble now until I can figure out how to get rid of a few of these things. This was good. They recovered nicely. I didn't realize that was an indestructible counter. So that's not great. And they're heavy in the air here. Yep. Nicely played. That's really good. Intrepid Rapid is really good. They're going to get a ton of life from this. Here's the thing, though. I can just keep... I don't really have to be too worried about combat here. I can take this. They gain some life back. Sure. That's less than ideal. This is a good deck. We're going to be in trouble here. I essentially need a bounce spell here. That's what I need. Or some type of removal for Castrol. I really don't have any good options for this. What's going to end up happening, though, is this battlefield's going to get pretty insane. If we were to see a Treeguard duo right now, we have a few things that could really work in our favor here. Yeah, I don't mind to take the damage. Now they're going to be able to make all their birds bigger. So that's not great. Oh, baby. I'd pay 6 for that. So this is 5. I just need a removal spell. I need to be able to bounce the Castrol or take control of it. And then some very interesting things can happen here. Yeah, it doesn't... It's interesting that they would wait to do that. And they can keep making like Seed Spot Squire and some other things bigger here. Got a combat trick? If you do, good. Good for you. Good on you. Nice. Well, I think I'm in trouble here. Need to find something here. Honestly, I should have just did that. If I do that, I'm able to hit these, get the life back. I'm still dead here. I don't have enough to block. Good game. That was a very, very interesting board state there. They, this combo with this was really, really cool. I kind of wish Kidnap wouldn't tap the creature. I think this would be great if you could steal the creature, gift the card, and have the creature untapped. If that would have ended up being the case, we still ended up dying because we're getting these two tapped down, and those are only flying blockers. Yeah, that's tough. All right, it's do or die here. We gave up our last loss that we have, so we need 2 wins to try to make it here. I think I'm not super loving this, but we can have some good draws. Dazzling Denial can be early, Overprotect, and Dire Downdraft. I'm okay with this because we can Uncharted Haven here first for a blue. Long River Lurker for us is very good as long as we have another target. Thinking we just hold up Dazzling Denial here. Try to get some value out of it. Because if they have something that's like going to make a food token or something along those lines, this ends up being a nice play. They didn't, so that ends up being a terrible play. Yeah, I'm okay to go the long game here, I think. That's fine. We're not really being pressured, so they can tick this up. That would be the least ideal thing for us to have happen here. I guess we just do this. They have removal. We're in a tough spot. Yep. Of course, we get saddled here. I don't have anything else to do here with my mana, so this feels pretty bad. They also don't have any creatures or anything they can play. This is crazy. This is literally the craziest match ever. I'll play Thunderclap Trainer. This gives me the opportunity to... I would have loved Clement here. A Dazzling Denial that. That's actually a good play for us. Not that I care about Thunderclap Trainer at all. Wix Patrol. Sure. What are you bringing back? Head of the Homestead. Does that have a finality counter on it? It does. Am I just going to get milled into oblivion here? Probably. So... they can just now run Wix Patrol out. -X, -X me. I'm going to have to mill a whole bunch of... They're going to mill me out. That's what I would do. It's absolutely what I would do. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, like, there's no reason to block this. Let's see if they do the thing. Get rid of the bunnies. This would be really smart because they could bring Wix Patrol back and then just target it. I have to hope that this doesn't hit. I mean, they mill. They're gonna just mill me. There's nothing I can do about this either. Take the 8 damage. Just in such a tough spot here. I'm not pressuring, so if I'm them, I'm literally just pushing to mill me. My next turn play Dire Downdraft into Overprotect. You might as well. I'm at 9 cards. Yep. Yep. We're dead. There's nothing I can do. I have 2 cards left. They can just sack this. That was a heck of a way to lose here. These last two matches were a little defeating, I'm not going to lie to you. This is just... Scavenger's talent with a deck setup to take advantage of it is absolutely insane. And they have a really nice build here. Good sweeter removal. We kind of fizzled. What hurt us here was not being able to get into our third mana quickly enough and being able to kind of run out. We had plenty to play is the thing. We had plenty of things to be able to do here, but having to force into Tender Wild Guide when we couldn't offspring this really hurts. If we would have been able to do that, have access to some extra mana, I would have felt pretty good. And then just the combination of Wix Patrol and some of the other things that they had here is pretty tough. That's tough for us to deal with, but the one thing that we didn't have in this, interestingly enough, in any of our green pool, was enchantment removal. So this gets online and you're able to take even a couple of opportunities at this. They just absolutely melted us with this strategy. Very good, very well put together deck on their end. So I would be lying if I wasn't disappointed. As we get into the start of this second video, I was sitting at 4 wins and 1 loss, and it was feeling pretty good. I'm not upset at the deck. The pool that we had, there was definitely some things to be desired here. You know, I don't know if like Mind Spiral would have been better. Dazzling Denial just didn't feel very good. Feels a little too situational with the different things going on. Sylvan Tutor might have been something to take a look at, or even Fountain Port Bell, honestly, for us to pull some lands out, be able to draw a card, might not have been terrible. Junkbait Bruiser for more of a top end could have been okay. 4/5 Trample isn't bad. We might not have minded that here with Head of the Homestead, although this isn't really a good bounce and enter the battlefield trigger for us, so it's kind of not in line with that. Again, for the pool that we had, I felt like we built a pretty solid overall deck. I think it functioned, and when it functioned well, when it did what it needed to do, being able to get like Gossip's Talent online, being able to get you know, Long River Lurker here online with Lily Splash Mentor, there was some really fun things that we're able to do with that. Double Tree Guard Duo was something that, again, we took advantage of this, but didn't take advantage of it completely with that strategy. But this still ended up being a very good card for us, won us a handful of matches at the start. I think if we would have seen maybe another long stock brawl instead of Dazzling Denial, I think a little bit more creature to creature removal wouldn't have been terrible. Another Overprotect could have been kind of nice. Thunderclap Trainer doesn't really fit the profile of the deck, just because we didn't have a lot of things for us to hit with this. I missed more often than we hit, but it was just a good curve creature that we could make use of. So this is definitely more of a constructed card in my opinion, but Clement was cool. Like I said, not disappointed with the build and the pool. I'm a little disappointed with the pool, but not disappointed with the build that we had. For it to get 5 wins is not nothing. I certainly would have appreciated getting at least our 6th win, getting half of what we put in here back. I have really enjoyed Bloomburrow, so I was excited to do this. And then I will tell you again, we ran up these 4 wins. That was pretty good. You know, had one kind of tough match at the start of that, but to get in here and essentially go 1-2 hurts the pride a little bit. I would have hoped. I thought we were in pretty good position with 2 losses, essentially a loss to give to pick up a couple more wins that we would have been better off there. But sometimes that's how it goes. And we ran into 2 very good decks that were just able to outstabilize or do their game plan a little bit better. They got their hit cards, and we couldn't quite get off the ground in that last match. And that's ends up what happens. So thanks as always for checking out the videos. Really do appreciate it. I'm gonna flash some socials. We do a whole lot of Bloomburrow. We do a whole lot of MTG Arena sealed and draft action, so stay tuned if you enjoyed that. Thank you so very much. If you had a better go at Arena Day 1, let me know. Very interested to hear about that. If you did, if you made it to Day 2, congratulations. Very tough thing to do, and hopefully you had a good sealed pool that helped you get there as well. But we'll wrap it up here. Again, thanks so much. Flash some socials, do the YouTube thing. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's a big first goal here on the channel, so we just appreciate all the support. If you're interested in pack openings, we do those every Wednesdays. Play boosters, a lot of collector boosters. Got some really fun stuff coming up before Duskmorn comes around the corner here. So excited to jump into that as well, and we'll be covering that and cracking some packs when that set does roll out. So thanks as always. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.